Hello everybody, it's your Mooncat, Jason Ricci, and I'm back at you with another lesson. This is going to be a lesson on working with metronome. Now you may have remembered I had an old lesson like that. I deleted it because it wasn't good. So I'm human, I make some bad stuff, and that was one of them. So this one is much better, and I've done a lot more work on this subject since then. So why would you want to play with a metronome? Well, aside from just getting your time good and getting used to working with a robotic click, okay, which is good. You want to have good time, right? Everybody wants to have good time. But more than that, it's about understanding time and understanding your limits and what you can do with it. So if you're interested in playing fast or in swing or any of these concepts, you have to be really familiar with where the beat is and what your abilities are at certain tempos. If you've ever been on a gig and wondering, can I double time this? And you're not sure, so you're afraid to try, this is a great lesson for you. If you don't understand what double timing is, this is also a great lesson because we're going to learn that. Additionally, today we're going to learn what is a whole note, what is a half note, and what is a quarter note, and what is an eighth note. Okay, I'm using a Suzuki Manji by Blue Moon Harmonicas and Tom Halchek. It's a double reed plated Suzuki Manji with an aluminum comb, and you can get these from Tom at bluemoonharmonicas.com. Okay, so let's jump right in. So today I'm starting at 100 beats per minute on my YouTube channel. You can use a regular metronome, or you can go on YouTube or Google, or you can download an app for your phone. So I'm going to start with the pentatonic scale. So you can use any scale, of course. I just picked that one because it's a simple 5-note scale that's useful for tons of music. If you're not familiar with that scale, I have numerous videos on that scale and different scale exercises, all of which would come in useful for the rest of this lesson. So you might want to revisit those and come on back and check me out later. The scale is 2-draw, 3-draw, half-step bend, 4-blow, 4-draw, 5-draw, 6-blow. But, you know, scales aren't always just about the notes that are in them. They're about a lot of things. And right now we're going to use the scale as a litmus test to gauge our time and our ability to count on time. So at 100 beats per minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do is play each note of the scale for 4 beats. So as easy as this is, it's really great because now I can actually check my intonation. I have 4 whole beats to hold a note and see how does it sound. How is my tone? How's my intonation? Can I do it tongue blocking? Can I do it lip pursing? Is it even all the way through, or does it rise and climb? So what we find a lot of times is that when we play slow, our weaknesses are revealed. So it's not always a sign of a great artist just because they can play fast. I mean, it's not a sign, but another sign is a great artist that can play slow and still sound good. So let's do whole notes are beats that are held for 4 beats or for however many beats are in that particular bar. Say if we were in 3/4, it would be 3 beats, right? Okay, but in this case, we're in 4/4 time, playing the minor pentatonic scale, and we're going to hold each note for 4 beats, producing a whole note. Ready? Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. So what I try to do is not play to the strengths of the instrument. In other words, I don't put vibrato on certain notes or dirt on others, like right? So I don't do that. Now, I could do that as a separate lesson, especially there. You see how I tried to double time my vibrato so that it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I put the vibrato on. It's ba 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 ba. But that's another thing to do. When I'm practicing this kind of stuff, I try to play as purely as possible because that's where my weaknesses are going to be revealed. I don't want to entertain myself. What I want to do is highlight where my problems are as a player. And that's what I'm after when I'm working with scales or when it's not a question of can I play the scale. I've practiced that. Most of these scales take a few minutes to learn and then you're done. You know it. But you can use the scale for the rest of your life to exploit, highlight, show, expose is the word I'm looking for, other weaknesses that are in your playing with your time, with your intonation. Okay, with your vibrato, or are you playing vibrato when you don't want to play vibrato just because you do it without thinking about it? You know, can I play the note without vibrato? Huge question. Most harp players I know, too much damn vibrato all the time. Just every single note is ba 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 ba, you know, and which, you know, it's great. Vibrato is an awesome thing. I'm not saying it's not, but it has its place. But more importantly than whether or not it's awesome or not is vibrato happening without me thinking about it. It's an effect, just like a pedal. I would not buy a pedal that just came on by itself without me stepping on it, right? And that's what happens. When it takes us so long to learn something that it takes us even longer to unlearn it. And scales and working with a metronome is a great way. So let's revisit really quick. 4 beats per scale tone. 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do 2 notes per scale tone. that's what we call a half note. 4 notes is a whole note. 4 beats is a whole note. 2 beats is a half note. That was tongue blocked. So now I'll do quarter notes. 1 note per beat. 1 note per beat. Quarter notes. Now I'll do eighths. There we go. So that's whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes. I don't think I can go faster. I got not at 100 BPMs in that scale. So you're not done there. What you can do is start doing different scale exercises. So that was me moving down a scale tone, then going up one, then moving down a single scale tone, then going up one, then moving down, and that was in half notes. Here's the same exercise in quarter notes. 3, 4. So you see, I think I'm already starting to improvise a little bit in the scale. If you stick to this stuff diligently for a while and run up and down the scale and then do your little exercises, you're going to be chomping at the bit with a new enthusiasm to let go and improvise. And there's really almost nothing more fun in music than having a straight beat, a 1, 2, 3, 4, in a limited grouping of notes, and seeing what you can do rhythmically with those notes. So let's check it out, right? Improvising. Hope you had a great time with today's lesson. I want to thank everybody that makes PayPal donations to my email address, jasonricci1@gmail.com. You can also go to my channel and click right on a direct link underneath the picture of me hiding behind the amplifier to get there. Also want to thank all of my Patreon patrons for allowing me a monthly budget that allows me time to make these videos and relax and pick the right gigs and do the right things musically without too much pressure. Thank Blue Moon Harmonicas, Tom Halchak, and Lone Wolf Blues Company, and Harp Gear Amplifiers, and Suzuki Harmonicas. Thank you guys so much. And thanks to all of you. Please subscribe today. Find me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.